Welcome to today's episode on Cowboys News TV, where the stakes are high and the plays are even higher. Whether you're a seasoned fan or new to the gridiron, buckle up because today, we're diving deep into the Dallas Cowboys' latest moves post-2024 NFL Draft. Who's safe, who's not, and who could be packing up their locker? Stick around as we break it all down. But before we rush into those tackle-heavy talks, here's a friendly nudge. Have you subscribed to our channel yet? Go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring the bell. Your support helps us sprint towards our goal of 9,000 subscribers and lets us keep bringing you the insider updates you crave. Each subscription makes a big difference, so join our community today. Now, back to the field. We're looking at a tight cap space situation for our beloved Cowboys, with some major decisions looming. Could a renegotiation with stars like Lamb or Dak open up new possibilities? And with fresh talent stepping off the draft board and onto the field, we might just see some familiar faces facing the cut. Who do you think is in the danger zone? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation going. Who knows? Your favorite player might just be on that bubble. Stay tuned, keep those notifications on, and let's find out together who will make the final cut. Don't forget to like and share this video, it helps more than you know. Now, let's get started. You're tuned into Cowboys News TV, your ultimate source for all things Dallas Cowboys. Today, we've got some serious business to discuss. We're diving deep into the aftermath of the 2024 NFL Draft, analyzing surprise cut candidates who might not make the team this season. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay updated. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers, and your support can drive us all the way to the end zone. After the 2024 NFL Draft, our Cowboys find themselves in a tight spot with approximately $5 million in salary cap space. While it may seem tight, remember, this includes the cost of our freshly drafted rookies. And hey, if Lamb or Dak renegotiates, we could see even more financial wiggle room. Despite the budget looking manageable, this year's draft has introduced some new talent that could shake up our roster. That means even some of the more familiar faces might be feeling the heat. Let's talk about who's on the bubble and could potentially be cut from the team. First up, Deone Clark. After leading the team in tackles last year, you'd think he'd be safe, right? Not necessarily. While he's been a key player, the Cowboys' new defensive alignments and draft picks could mean he's fighting for his spot. There's also a chance for a trade involving Clark, given his cap hit of just over $1 million. Then there's Sam Williams. With a cap saving of $1.19 million post-June 1st, Williams is in a crucial spot. He's due to be pushed hard by new coaching strategies from Mike Zimmer. Will he rise to the occasion, or could we see him exit if he finds himself in Zimmer's doghouse? Only time will tell. And what about the defensive backfield? Players like Nahshon Wright and the recently acquired Eric Scott Jr. could be vying for just a couple of spots. Each has shown promise, but in the NFL, it's all about what have you done for me lately. With stiff competition, these players need to impress in camp and preseason games or risk being cut. Switching to quarterback, let's talk about Cooper Rush. Changes in NFL rules now allow teams more flexibility with practice squad quarterbacks. Could this spell the end of Rush's time on the active roster, especially if Trey Lance secures the backup spot behind Dak? It's a tough call. Folks, if you're loving this deep dive into the Cowboys strategy post-draft, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Every click, like, and comment helps us bring you more of the content you love. Help us grow and achieve our goal of reaching 9,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us. Who do you think is most at risk of being cut? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Plus, stay tuned and vote in our pinned poll. Your interaction drives our community discussions, and we value your insights. As we continue our roster rundown, let's not forget about the strategic shifts that could influence the fate of several key players. With a tight salary cap, every decision counts, and the stakes are higher than ever. On the offensive side, the linemen might also face some reshuffling. It's not just about who can block or who has the most experience, it's about synergy and adaptability. With new rookies stepping in, some veterans might find themselves competing to justify their roster spots. And speaking of rookies, let's spotlight some of our newcomers. Their performance in training camp could be the tipping point for our final roster. Are they just here to fill spots, or will they push the veterans to their limits? The upcoming preseason games are crucial for these young guns. Now, focusing on the draft picks, let's break down their potential impact. Which draftee do you think will make the biggest splash this season? Will it be the swift cornerback from a renowned college program, or perhaps the powerhouse defensive lineman whose draft stock soared after an impressive combine? Your guesses and opinions matter, Cowboys fans, so let us know in the comments. Coaching strategies are also in flux. With Mike Zimmer now orchestrating the defense, expect some tactical adjustments that could make or break careers. His notorious attention to detail and rigorous standards mean that every player needs to be on top of their game. The question remains, who will adapt and who will falter under his demanding regime? Let's also talk about the special teams, often the unsung heroes of football. Special teams play can indeed make or break games. Players who might not star in offensive or defensive lineups often find their niche here. But with stiff competition and new talents aiming to prove their worth, could we see a shakeup in these crucial units as well? Remember, Cowboys fans, football is a game of inches and seconds. Every play counts, every player has a role, and every role has a contender. As we move closer to the new season, keep your eyes peeled and your loyalty strong. We'll be right here, breaking down every move, analyzing every game, and supporting our team through thick and thin. And speaking of support, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Join our community as we aim for that 9,000 subscriber milestone. Share our videos with friends, family, and fellow fans. Every bit of support helps us bring you more of the Cowboys content you crave. Let's pivot to the battle in the trenches, focusing on Josh Ball and Matt Farniok. With only $1.04 million due to Ball, the Cowboys could save nearly all of it with a cut. Though he showed potential in the preseason, particularly in the ground game, his regular season performance, especially that shaky outing against the Texans, leaves much to be desired. Farniok, on the other hand, despite possessing the size and athletic ability, struggles with consistent availability due to shoulder issues. His inability to stay healthy could be a critical factor, especially considering the depth now available on the line. With stalwarts like Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele solidifying their positions, and new draft picks pushing for inclusion, the numbers game might not favor Ball and Farniok. Cowboys fans, who would you keep if you had to choose? Let us know by commenting JB for Josh Ball or MF for Matt Farniok. Switching gears to the tight end spot, the dynamics are just as intriguing. Peyton Hendershot, once a surprise cut candidate, finds himself back on the bubble. With Jake Ferguson and Luke Schoonmaker locking down the top spots, the battle for TE3 heats up. Hendershot's minimal guaranteed money and his underwhelming performance last season put him at risk. The tight end room strategy might hinge on whether the Cowboys prefer a blocking or pass-catching third option. This decision could very well determine Hendershot's fate. And folks, don't forget, as we approach roster cutdowns, you'll want to stay updated. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our comprehensive Cowboys coverage. Now, let's talk about the crowded backfield. The Cowboys' running back room is brimming with talent, but short on guaranteed spots. With Ezekiel Elliott's contract structuring him as a lock, the pressure mounts on the others. Dowdle, despite showing flashes as a pass catcher and late-game performer, faces stiff competition. The same goes for Rico Dowdle, who, despite his nominal $200,000 guarantee, must prove he's indispensable. His performance, especially in short yard situations, could tip the scales in his favor. The question remains, who will carve out roles as specialized contributors? Will it be as a third down pass catcher or maybe even on special teams? Cowboys fans, this is where your insights come in handy. Jump into the comments and share your thoughts on who should make the cut and who might be left behind. As the Cowboys roster evolves, so too does the emphasis on developing younger talent. With a fresh crop of draft picks and undrafted free agents, the coaching staff has their work cut out for them. Identifying which young stars will shine and which might need more time on the practice squad is crucial for building future success. Among these young hopefuls is Nathan Thomas, a recent draft pick whose potential could greatly impact the team's dynamics. Thomas brings a unique skill set that could either secure him a spot on the roster or see him refining his skills on the practice squad depending on how he adapts to the NFL pace. Cowboys fans, keep an eye on this young talent during the preseason. His performance could be one of the deciding factors in how our lineup shapes up for the opening game. What roles do you think our rookies will fill this season? Share your predictions in the comments below. On the flip side, managing veteran talent is just as critical. The Cowboys have always prided themselves on a blend of youth and experience, but as the new season approaches, some tough decisions will have to be made about which veterans will continue to don the star. Veterans like Ezekiel Elliott and Tyron Smith provide more than just gameplay excellence. They offer leadership and a mentoring presence that can't be quantified simply by stats. However, the reality of the NFL means even seasoned players must constantly prove their worth. As training camp progresses, keep an eye on trade rumors and potential cuts. The salary cap is always a puzzle, and sometimes releasing or trading a veteran can provide the necessary cap relief to sign emerging talents or balance the roster. Cowboys management has some tough calls to make, and every move will be scrutinized by fans and analysts alike. Will they opt for the promise of youth, or will the reliability of experienced players hold sway? Only time will tell. We want to hear from you, the heartbeat of our channel. Head over to our social media to vote in our latest polls. Should the Cowboys focus on youth or experience this season? Your input helps us understand what you, the fans, really want to see. And remember, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. Join our community as we chase down the excitement of a new NFL season. Help us grow and reach our goal of 9,000 subscribers, ensuring you never miss out on any Cowboys action. Engage with our content, drop a like, comment your views, and share our videos to keep the Cowboys spirit alive across the fanbase. Every interaction counts. Thanks for watching Cowboys News TV. We're counting down the days until we can all cheer together from the stands or from home as our Cowboys take the field. Until next time, stay loyal, stay loud, and stay tuned. Go Cowboys!